Good evening, everybody. Sorry for the technical issues. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get everything up and running, but we're up and running now. So let us start with our intro. So this evening we are running from East London. Currently we're already in qualifying. Let's have a look at our current results then. So at the moment, it doesn't want to show that. Alright. Right, so at the moment in pole position we have, or provisional pole position, we have Stephen Castellan, 128.716, only 0.065 faster than Sean Webber. Timo Smit in third, Mornay Deploy in fourth, Sean Olivier in fifth, Bjorn Buchner sixth, Sean Johnson seventh, Ross Human in eighth, Willem Steyn in ninth, Harvey Goos in 10th, and Marius van Wyk in 11th. So if there's anyone that's on the stream, if you can just let me know if everything sounds alright. Unfortunately with the mad rush I haven't been able to double check everything. Well, Sean Webber at the moment on a good lap, set the fastest first sector. Only just 0.045 faster, I think. Getting a nice drift on there. Personal best in the middle sector, but not an overall fastest. Going around the final corner now. Let's see, will he take provisional pole? So currently, Mornay Deploy on a 128.325. So Sean managing, I think, to improve ever so slightly, but only just, and staying in second, or sorry, taking second from Stephen Castellan. I think for now we can just leave the timing on the side, at least that way we can see everything. Mornay on for an even better lap. Fastest first, fastest middle sector. What's he going to improve by? Currently at 28.325 and now doing a first into the 27s, a 27.929. That's a whopping 0.7 faster than second place. And Sean in second there, just losing it. Now Mornay's on a mission here at the moment. That's a fantastic lap. 0.7 faster than second, and second and third are very close together. Sean Webber and Stephen Castellan. Stephen Castellan is our current championship leader. I'm not sure if it'll work, but let me see if our championship standings will show. I had a problem updating that wasn't showing correctly, so we can see if it's going to show or not. It seems like it's correct. Alright, so at the moment we have Stephen Castellan in first in the championship, Sean Olivier in second. Stephen has jumped up, I think, from 5th place. And our previous leader was Timo, but he missed the previous round and has gone from 1st down to 5th. In 4th place is Sean Johnson. He's stayed steady at 4th. 6th place, Waldo. I don't think that is correct. That is not right. Bjorn is in 7th. Monet is in 8th. 9th is Rian van der Westhuizen, and 10th is Ross Human. But I do believe that in 6th place should be Ross Human. In 9th place Rian van der Westhuizen, and in 10th place should be Marius van Wyk. So that will be corrected for the next round. I'll figure out what has gone wrong with that. Right, so I do believe that is the end of the session. So that is a commanding pole position for Monet Deploy. Sean Webber in 2nd, Stephen Castlin in 3rd. I'm going to jump to an ad break and see if I can get this right. I'll catch you after this. Right, welcome back. Sorry, it's not the... everything seems to be going wrong. Right, let's have a look at our starting order. So, in 1st place we have Monet Deploy. In 2nd place, Sean Webber. In 3rd place, Stephen Castellan. And in 4th place, Timo Smit. In 5th place, Sean Olivier. In 6th place, Bjorn Buchner. In 7th place, Ross Human. In 8th place, Sean Johnson. In 9th place, Willem Steen. In 10th place, Harvey Goos. And in 11th place, we have Marius van Wyk. Right, so the guys are almost ready to go. 20 seconds left. I am not 100% sure if this has a rolling start or a standing start. Oh, sorry, I mean a formation lap or not. Don't think it does. Okay, it does. Alright, so everyone's now on their formation lap. Taking it very steady there. When they deploy, we'll set the pace. It looks like Ross Human unfortunately disconnected. That is a big shame. Unfortunately, there's problems with the server that you can't join once the race is on. That's a real shame. So we are down to 10 drivers for this event. We're trying to also broadcast a little bit earlier to try allow the guys to make it for the Formula 1 race this evening, which starts at 7. Right, here they all come, getting closer to the end. Will anyone be able to challenge Monet this evening? Javijo spinning it on the formation lap. Thankfully managing to keep it out of the barriers. Marius van Wyk there with a fantastic skin designed by Rian van der Westhuizen. Alright, lining up on the grid now. Don't know why, but that looks a little bit too far forward for Monet. Alright, so we're getting ready to go. Everyone's on the grid. Hopefully Harvey managed to make it around to the grid safely. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Lights are off. And we're away. Great clean start from Monet. Sean getting a great start as well. And Timo. Guys battling up the inside there of Stephen. Who was that? Was that Bjorn giving him a little bit of a nudge? Marius van Wyk's made up a place or two. All safely through Potter's Pass. A really nice drift on there. Definitely one of the fastest tracks in South African. Potter's Pass is the fastest corner in South African racing. In the background we see Harvey Goes going off. Not sure if Marius van Wyk tangled with him because Marius was there as well. We might catch a replay of that if we're lucky. But Monet ahead of Sean. Sean managing to hang in at the moment. Timo Smith starting to fall back from Sean slightly and coming under threat from Sean Olivier. It was Stephen Castellan pushing Sean Olivier, not Bjorn Buchner against Stephen Castellan earlier. Stephen going around the outside, very dangerous here. Sean's got the tighter line, but they're both going to have to ease off a bit. These cars don't go flat out through here. Oh, he's going to lose a little bit on there. Doing well to hang on to it. It's scary stuff touching the grass at those speeds. And you don't want to go off there because that would be race ending. Now Bjorn's caught up to him as well because of that. Sean Webber managing to close the gap ever so slightly to Monet Deploy. Was up to 8 tenths, it's now 6 tenths. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there. Yeah, Sean definitely got Monet in his sights. Was Sean just taking it easy in qualifying? Certainly looking threatening in the race. Getting a nice drift on there as well. Gap down to 3 tenths now, 3.5 tenths. Two of them. Oh, Monet getting it all side. Oh, there goes Monet around. Oh, that's Sean now into the lead. Where will Monet come back? Looks like just behind Buchner. That'll be 6th place and a new fastest lap for Sean Webber. Stephen Castellan now threatening Sean Olivier, which would now be for the podium. So let's see if Monet can manage to fight his way back. Still 26 minutes to go. Plenty of time left. Certainly at the pace in qualifying. Will that translate to race pace? Stephen getting a nice drift into the corner there. Getting good drive out of it. Keeping the car straight. Stephen's trying hard. After the previous round, Stephen's tyres were really shot at the end. I wonder if he's going to take it a little bit easy. Maybe not try and burn his tyres out. Looks like we've lost Harvey Goos. Not sure what's happened, but he might have got some terminal damage. And a new fastest lap by Sean Webber at 28.962. But I think we must keep an eye on Monet Deploy. I'm sure he's going to be putting the hammer down. Stephen and Sean, all of you stuck together here. Been like this now for 2 laps. I think Stephen is probably capable of going a fraction faster, but just not fast enough to get past. Sean's defending with just enough speed and good defense to keep him at bay. But Timo Smith also doing well in seconds, steady 2 seconds behind Sean Webber at the moment. That's stabilized, so he might come good come the end of the race. Stephen getting a little bit sideways there, a bit too sideways there, but managing to hang on to it. Here comes Monet looking up the inside of Bjorn Buchner. No, thinking better of it. Trying to wait for the correct moment. They're both getting very squirrely. Right, here goes Stephen. Now he's got the inside line. Will he be brave enough to make the pass into Potters? No, it rolls off. Thinking better of it. Live another day rather. Monet in the meantime has managed to get past Bjorn. Oh, and touching the grass there, that was lucky to stay on the road. Didn't seem to lose much time either, so that was very well held. Well, I think my biggest surprise at the moment is Sean Johnson in 7th. He's been a solid 4th place in most of the races, and previous round was actually fighting for 2nd for a while until he was eventually caught at the end. But maybe he'll come good here towards the end as well. He's usually a very good race day driver, so he's 5 seconds currently behind Bjorn Buchner. And the gap to Willem Steyn is quite large, and then Marius van Wyk even larger. The gap between Timo and Sean Webber is now doubled. The last I checked it was 2 seconds, it's now 4 seconds, and Sean just setting the fastest lap, 28.6. So it's looking like he's got the pace to win. He had the pace to win the previous round and unfortunately made an error. So perhaps this is his moment to shine, to get his victory. Stephen going well off the track there, hanging on to it. Be so careful going through Potter's Pass. Guys looking like they're really throwing the cars around. They're getting it sideways, but if it snaps on the exit, then you're likely to end up in the barrier. Oof, nice slide there from Sean Olivier. Yellow sector 1. I presume someone's gone off through Potter's Pass again. Oh, and Sean Webber has a penalty. I wonder what that is for. Our leader with a commanding lead has a penalty. I'm not sure what kind of penalty, it just says he has a penalty. Perhaps he made a mistake and went off track. But he's currently sitting in 5th place. I'm not sure what happened there and the replay hasn't shown us. But that's quite a shock. So our current leader is Timo Smit from Sean Olivier and Steven Castellan, and Morne Deploy now in 4th place. Will this race have any other drama in it with a change of leader again later perhaps? Timo has generally been a very consistent driver. I see we even have a penalty now for Willem Steyn as well. Not sure why drivers are getting penalties, we're not seeing it, so I'm not sure. I'm not aware of any track limit penalties on the track, but perhaps they went wide somewhere and cut across and gained an advantage in the game has penalized them. Well, in the meantime, let us have a look at our current championship standings once more. So in 1st place we have Steven Castellan, in 2nd place Sean Olivier, in 3rd place Sean Webber, in 4th place Sean Johnson, in 5th place Timo Smit, in 6th place, that is incorrect, it's Ross Human in 6th place, in 7th place Bjorn Buchner, in 8th place Morne Deploy, in 9th place Rian van der Westhuizen, and in 10th place it is Maurice van Wyk. We do also have the timings for 11th place. Sorry, timings, the standings for 11th place in the championship is Waldo Swiggers, 12th place is Harvey Goos, 13th place is Andre Hildebrandt, 14th place Dani Stander, 15th place Mario Claessens, 16th place Hilke Vereniger, 17th place Dylan Versace, 18th place Willem Steyn, and 19th place Dennis Knutzer. Oh, nice side moment there by Castellan. As they're already coming through the field that they've passed Maurice van Wyk. Maurice van Wyk and Willem Steyn now both a lap down. Oh, close. Just a little bit of a tap there, but now he seems to have a bit of a drive, a little bit of a slipstream. Sean Olivier getting very defensive and losing it there into the barrier. His bonnet gone, that's going to be some heavy damage. So now Morne Deploy is up to 4th place, I believe. I believe that caption at the bottom is incorrect now. No, he is 4th. He's hot on the heels of Sean Webber, so the two fastest guys sitting in 3rd and 4th. Monet loses it. Managing to save it without losing too much time. That was very lucky. Or very skillful. Trying very hard. Definitely has the pace. Just having a little bit of bad luck. A very tricky track, being such a high-speed track with the nature of these cars, the way that the rear end, the engine in the rear, and the way the rear end comes around. Very difficult once it goes to hang on to it. Steven, very wide and off track. Is he going to spin it? No? well held. So lots of mistakes creeping in, and we're only at the halfway mark at the moment. So our current positions in the race are Timo Smit in first, Stephen Castellan in second, although throwing it all over the show, now coming under threat by Sean Webber. Monet Deploy in fourth, falling back slightly from Sean Webber. I think Sean Webber still stands a chance of the victory here if he can get past. I'm not sure if he served his penalty. Stephen getting sideways there. So Sean Oliver in fifth. Oh, now he's serving his penalty. Okay. There he goes. Let's see, is it a drive-through? Let's get rid of this for now. Is it a drive-through or is it a stop-go? Looks like it's going to be a stop-go. It is indeed. So, Timo Smit, our leader, with a 6.7 lead over Stephen Castellan. Monet Deploy now up to third. Sean Olivier in fourth. Sean Johnson fifth. Once again coming good in the race. In the background there we see Maurice van Wyk. What is happening with Sean Webber? Now earlier it showed that he had a penalty. But something weird is happening to him. Perhaps his penalty didn't stick. That's maybe why he's going back and forward in the pit box. And it's showing that he has a penalty again. So I'm not sure what it's for. It could be for speeding in the pits. Perhaps he didn't realize you can either get a stop-go penalty or you can get a drive-through penalty. He stopped, but perhaps he only had a drive-through. So perhaps he served the incorrect penalty and that's why he still has a penalty. We will have to see. Sean Olivier's car looking a little second-hand there. Luggage compartment, I guess all his luggage is gone. It's certainly not going to be the most aerodynamic either. So currently we have Willem Steyn serving his penalty. It shows he has a 9.9 standing, so maybe Willem Steyn had a 10-second stop go. I'm not sure what happened then with Sean. Perhaps Sean had the same but didn't serve it correctly. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Sean Webber. He was definitely one of the pace setters. What a terrible way to lose position. So, Monet Deploy, third place. Will he catch Stephen for second? It's just under 12 minutes left to go. 4.2 seconds back now. And I'm sure he's got the pace, but can he keep it on track? Bjorn managing to keep his car out of the battles this time around. Perhaps he will get a lot more points as a result of it. Bjorn's previous round managing a 5th place, so he's not far off his personal best for the season, that is. First round he got an 8th place. He does have Sean in his sights, but then Sean does tend to come good in the race, so we must keep an eye on that gap. Bjorn himself has been getting to grips with these cars. Certainly in our testing he was doing pretty good with it. So at the moment the gaps are quite large between all the drivers. Gap from first place Timo Smith to Stephen Castlin, almost 5 seconds. And a further almost 3 seconds back, just over 3 seconds back to Morne Deploy. And then we have about 28 seconds back until Sean Olivier, and then 6 seconds until Sean Johnson. Bjorn Buchner and Sean Johnson seem to be the closest two at the moment. And Sean Webber, unfortunately, because of his penalty, sitting 80 seconds back from Sean Buchner. But he's still on the leading lap. So anything can happen. The race isn't over. We're now into the final 10 minutes. Anything can happen with the guys in front. They could have incidents. They could get penalties too. So you just need to stay there till the end. See what happens. Anything can happen. Just because it's not looking so good at the moment doesn't mean that's how it'll end. Bjorn certainly closing in on Sean at the moment. That gap's now down to 1.5. My readings of the timings were incorrect. The timings on the left shows the timing to the leader, not to the driver in front. So for example, Bjorn is 40 seconds, 41 seconds now to the leader. And Bjorn catching Sean nicely, he's almost got the gap down to a second. Right, let's have a look at our standings again if we can. So we're nearing the final conclusion of the race. Currently we have Timo Smith in first, Stephen Castlin from Morne Deploy. Let's get this off the screen while these two are having a nice go at each other here. That was pretty close. Bjorn getting very racy in the last few moments of the race. Got just over 7 minutes to try and get past Sean. Currently this is our only battle on the track. Everyone else is too spread out. Just to remind you guys, while they're going onto the straight, our current leader is Timo Smith. This is Timo Smith here. I haven't seen him all race, he's just done the business, got on with it. But for now, let's have a look again at Sean Johnson and Bjorn Buchner. Bjorn drifting the car there nicely. I could hear some sounds of someone going off. There's a yellow sector 1. Who was it? I'm sure we will see in a moment. It looked like a silver car. Alright, on board with Bjorn Buchner here. Let's see if he can make it past Sean again. Not sure what happened there. Bjorn using the full width of the track. Bjorn looked really smooth here. He wasn't as smooth at Aldo Scribante, but here he's looking very good. Some of the guys getting it very ragged. He looks very smooth at the moment. Sean locking up. Ooh. Who was that had spun? And as a result of it, he's got past Sean Johnson, who had to take avoiding action. That, I believe, could have been Sean Webber. And Sean Webber has got a DNF. Perhaps his penalties finally got the better of him. That's a real shame. Unfortunately, with R-Factor 2, sometimes the penalties aren't very clear. When you're driving in the car, you have a box that can tell you all kinds of information. You have to scroll through the menus on that, and to do that while you're driving is not always the easiest. But if you do scroll to it, you can see the penalty you have, and it will tell you what you have, whether it's a drive-through or a stop-go. But often guys don't get a chance to do that, so they do a penalty, and it shows you a little marker on the top left of your screen, usually two little arrows, two red arrows, and you know you've got a penalty, so you head for the pits to do a penalty, and most of the times the guys do the wrong penalty because they don't know what they have. And then you get a penalty again, and that's possibly what's happened with Sean Webber there. Final 5 minutes of the race. Sorry, the final 3 minutes of the race. So can Sean Johnson mount an attack on Bjorn Buchner in the final stages? Looks like he has managed to close in the gap again. Now roles reversed. Will Bjorn snap under pressure? Or will Sean focus a bit more? He's certainly closing a lot. Down to 0.4. Bjorn locking the front just ever so slightly. Sean getting a bit cleaner. He might have a better exit. A bit tentative on the throttle. But he is in the slipstream. Still 0.4 behind. Who's going to be braver through Potter's Pass? Gap staying pretty even at the moment. So a minute and a half left to go. Just looking at the YouTube comments, we got Gary Johnson saying good luck to Sean Johnson, his brother. Yvonne saying good luck to everyone. Ross Human chatting in there, since he's not able to be driving at the moment. And Ross saying, come Weber, clap it China. Get a top 3 and sort it all out. Well, that didn't quite go his way. So this battle now, last 20 seconds to go. Here we have Timo coming home to take the win. A fairly easy and probably boring drive for him, although these cars is not generally boring. You're pretty active in these cars, but great result for him. Taking the win. In second place, Monet Deploy. Solid position. In third place is then Stephen Castellan. Fourth place, Sean Olivier. Managing to bring home a rather second-hand looking Porsche. His mechanic's probably not going to be too happy with him. Coming across the line now. Let's have a look at the fight. This is the fight for fifth place. Sean trying hard, but Bjorn's gonna hold him off. And that's it for the final two on track. The others have already crossed the line. So Marius van Wyk 7th, Willem Steyn 8th, Sean Weber 9th, Harvey Goes 10th. Alright, I am going to see if I can get hold of some of the drivers and we can have some interviews. I will be back with you shortly.
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door. I'm a shadow of the man I was before. I'm a dead man walking. Before I die, I'll take every soul I can into the night and kill till I die.